Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not bringing anything new. This information that I wanna feed you with today. It's all over. It's all over the internet. It's in YouTube. You know, we are living in an era where the information is on the tip of our fingers. Like in on Facebook, IG, Twitter, YouTube, any social media platform. This information that I'm to give you right now, it's right there because we are living in an era where the information on the tip of our fingers. But yes, I think people tend to believe something more when they see the familiar face. I think it's that because this information that I'm gonna give you, if you type on it, if you type on internet, on Google or Chrome, whatever internet browser that you use, you can get this information that I want to give you today. Okay, so I want to talk about what are the requirements that are needed for you to get a job in China or to be an ESL teacher. Because I won't be able to help people individually. People have been reaching out on my DMs and they ask how to do it, how do you go about all these things? And it's easy, you need a degree. You need a degree. And any degree in any discipline. But remember, uh, teaching degree and linguistics or applied languages, these are the most preferred degrees. But any degree in any discipline, you qualify to teach English in China. But if you have a degree in any discipline which is not a teaching degree or which is not a degree in education, but it's a degree, what you need a certificate to supplement that, which we have two kinds of certificates that can supplement that easy. We have TOEFL certificate and we have got TENSA certificate. That simple mean that the TOEFL certificate just simple mean that teaching English as a as a second language, and then the other one does mean teaching English as a foreign language. These certificates they serve the same purpose, which is to alert people that you have abilities to teach or you are a qualified teacher to teach. You do qualify to teach English as a second language or as a foreign language. So how do you get these certificates? There are lots of institutions that offer this certificate. In a period of 6 months or less, you can have this certificate. I recently learned from people that it's possible to get it in 3 weeks and in 1 month. Some days even exaggerate. They say you can get it in 1 week. But myself, I did mine with TOEFL Academy, which I got it in a period of 6 months because I was relaxed. I got in a period of 6 months. I completed mine in a period of 6 months. So it's possible. You need this. You need these two. You need a TOEFL certificate and you need a degree. If you're a teacher, you just need your degree and you need a teaching experience. 2 years teaching experience is enough. For most cities in China, they're gonna ask for 2 years teaching experience. But remember, this is very important. It's not a must that you must have a teaching experience. With or without teaching experience, still you can get a job in China. You can still be hired as an ESL teacher. So what experience does is that you stand a better chance to get a good salary. But even without experience, you can get a good salary. It's about your luck, if you're fortunate enough. And it's about your luck, let me say, your fortune. If you're fortunate enough, you can land in a good paying job with or without experience. So China right now, it's open. People are getting jobs, flocking in from South Africa. They are resuming their job. So I've did my little research and asked them that what are the procedures, what are the requirements, how do you prepare your documents in order for you to get to China, because the coronavirus or the COVID have shifted the way things used to be done back then. It was an easy transition. You used to go to these departments, you walk in and then you get everything done. But now they're saying it's no longer walking in. You have to use a courier to courier your documents to these departments, and there are agents that help people to do that. Some they courier their documents themselves, but some they use agents to save themselves from stress. They just pay the money, then the agents they get everything done. So here are the documents that you all need and things that you need to know. First, I said a degree, right? Yes, and a TOEFL certificate, but only if you don't have a degree in teaching, a teaching degree. And then you need police clearance to show that you don't have a criminal record. It's very important. You need to you need a police clearance that shows that you don't have a criminal record, and you need to do medical check. Your medical check that will certify or that will prove that you don't have any kind of sickness or disease or any chronic disease, especially HIV. Special HIV, you need to be HIV negative. So they're gonna run all the tests, check your blood, check everything. They're gonna check everything. And when you get to China, also they can check you again, unless otherwise when you do your documents in South Africa. Doctors in South Africa and nurses, they've got their organizations such as SACE. The teachers, they have to register with SACE to show that they are qualified teachers, and to show that they follow all the rules or all the policies as the teachers. So even the doctors, they have to sign. So they've got their own, I don't know, I forgot those abbreviation, but it's HP what you can research it. It's health, a health organization. The health workers, they have to register with that organization. So if you can take all of your medical tests and then you medical results and you go to that department and then you certify them, when you get to China, they don't check that because it's already certified by the doctors, by that organization in South Africa that shows that this person, it has been verified. The doctors that check this person, they are the registered doctors with health organization. So what else? I said you need to do medical check, and then these documents that I was talking about, the degree has to be verified by SACA. Back then, it was Department of Education. You walk in 5 minutes, in 3 minutes, things were done. And then you have to walk in again to DECO in period of 3 days. You were done. And then you walk to Chinese embassy in Pretoria. We have Chinese embassy. And then you're done. Like in 5 days, it was possible to certify all these documents. But now you need a police clearance, which it takes time to apply that. So you need to apply for the police clearance. And when it comes back, you need to take it to DECO together with your degree that you will submit at SACA for verification. And then you take it to DECO, Department of Foreign Affairs or Foreign Relations. Then after doing that, you're going to take it to Chinese embassy to be consulated. So you see, it's a little bit stressing process, but it's an easy transition. So you can get the agents or you can courier these documents by yourself. You send an email to SACA respond, and then when they respond, you take your degree to DECO. From DECO, you take your degree to Chinese embassy. Same as a police clearance. Police clearance, you take it to DECO, and from DECO, you take it to Chinese embassy. And then as for TOEFL certificate, you need to visit a public notary lawyer. And then from the public notary lawyer, I don't know which one you start with, but there's high court. You need to go to high court to certify it. From high court, you go to public notary to certify it. From public notary, you take it to DECO. From DECO, you take it to a Chinese embassy. And from Chinese embassy, then you're done. So the budget, if you have 20, I did my research. They said having 20,000, you'll be able to prepare all the documents and be able to take a flight to China. So, but if you are lucky or if you are fortunate enough, you can get a job that way they pay for your flight. As myself, I'm in China. I mean, the school that I worked for in my first job, they paid for my flight ticket. They paid for my flight ticket. So it's doable. It's doable. Thank you.